Hey, you. No, 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 you. No, the one with the bad haircut, bro. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? Tae.cuttinup, man. Subscribe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Before I start, I want to say welcome to the new YouTube channel, bro. We done did it. We finally done made that jump, man. I asked y'all to run my subs up, and y'all did so far. Y'all already got me like to 30 subs. I not even posted a video yet, so I really appreciate y'all for real. But all the cliche stuff, man, y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. If you want to see more videos like this, you feel me? And go ahead, drop down in the comment section if you mess with the cut or not. All right, we out. Man, let's get straight into it. As you can see, my boy James needed cut pretty bad, man. So I'm gonna show you how to go from this to this in just a few easy steps. So yeah, first thing I like to do for real is brush the canvas, man. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. I want it going all in one direction like the band. Come on now. Now I'm gonna go over my Stylecraft Flex trimmers and make that bald guideline, you feel me? That's where you always want to start with your fades at the bottom. Now, per client's request, I'm gonna knock out all this little stubble right here. Some clients gonna keep it, some won't. You know, just ask them. Cutting that stubble off is always gonna make everything look a little cleaner before you get into the fade. Now we get into the fun part. So look, you wanna grab your faders, put your 1.5 guard on it and close it, and then debulk everything. Every time I do a fade, I always debulk to make sure my canvas is always clean and all to one length. As you can see, that's the 1.5 guard. Lever, close, boom. An important tip for the new barbers, closing the lever means that you're putting the teeth closest to the blade, which means it cuts more hair, and vice versa for an open lever. Next step, you're gonna get your faders back out and put a 1 guard on it. And what you're gonna do with a lever, instead of having it open, you're gonna close it just like that. And you're going about a 1/2 inch or 1 inch up above the bottom guideline that you created, right? While recording this video, I wasn't in my right mind. I would slow it down for y'all, but whenever y'all see me touching the left side of the clipper, that means I'm closing and opening the blade. As you can see, I'm always doing that because I'm constantly opening and closing it. Quick tip, y'all better write this down. The lower y'all are in the fade, the more closed the lever is going to be, vice versa. The higher you are in the fade, the more open it will be. Now I'm done with the lever play with my 1 guard. Now I'm gonna go to a 1/2 guard, and I'm gonna do exactly what I did, but under that. Again, starting off with my lever closed, and I'm gonna do some lever play. I'm gonna open it halfway, as you can see right here, go up just a tad bit higher, and then I should open it all the way and go up just a tad bit higher than that. And that creates a good transition. Now, sometimes you might see some dark areas a little bit higher than that. It's okay to use that same guard. Just make sure you're using the corners so that you can knock those dark spots out and make it look a little bit cleaner. Now I'm using no guard at all, and I'm doing the same exact thing. Once again, lever play. Start from the bottom with that lever closed. Put it halfway, go up a little bit higher. Open it all the way and flick out once you get to the top. Then use those corners and knock those dark spots out once again. Going in again with my Stylecraft Flex, man. These things are some hitters. But look, I want to make sure I stay as low as possible because you don't want to push back that C-cup area because it's going to grow in uneven. And when you're ready to do the other side, make sure you're looking from the front perspective so that you can match both sides equally. Now to make the transition just a tad bit better, I'm going to go in with the same trimmers I had and kind of bald it out just a little bit more at the bottom of the face just to make it look more neat. Now with every haircut, what you do to one side, you're going to do the same exact thing to the other side. So I'm going to kind of speed this side up just because I already went over everything. So, you know. Now we're on to the back of the hair. If you made it this far and you still confused, just leave a question in the comment section and I'll answer it below as best as I can. Always, before you work on your canvas, if there's hair in the way that's tied up, just kind of like tie it up a better way or tie it up a little bit higher. After you do that, bam, same steps. Brush your canvas out, you feel me, so that all your hair is in one direction. And then we're gonna go in with our Stylecraft Flex once again to set in that bald line. I usually do it like right at the bottom of the ear. That's usually a good spot. Some people's neck hair grows real thick, so it depends on the client. So if it grows real thick, try to do it as low as possible. But if it grows like this, just go ahead and do it at the ear. So after you make that bottom guideline, go ahead and clean up everything on that neck. Get it as bald as possible. Usually you can use trimmers and you'll be just fine, but I like to go in with my balders and get it completely bald just so that transition is a lot better. And you already know where we go in first, man. That 1.5 lever close, debolt, get all that nasty bulky crap out the way. Now we're about to go in with the one guard closed again. Go up about 1/2 inch. I'm gonna brush down after every stroke just to get that hair going in the same direction. If it's all standing up, you're not gonna be able to get every single hair that's sticking up. So make sure you're brushing, always brushing. Once again, as I go up higher in the fade, I'm gonna open that lever. Now we're gonna continue on with the fading process. We're gonna grab our half guard this time. Do the same thing, just a little bit under where the one guard was. Remember, keep that lever closed the lower you are in the fade and open it as you get higher. And then we're going to do the same thing with no guard, man. Simple. And usually by this time, your clippers are going to be mad hot right now. So if you don't have an extra set of clippers, go ahead and spray it off with some cool care just to make sure the blade is cool. Because, you know, your client's comfort always matters. So keep that in mind, all right? Now be real careful with this next step. I'm just using the corner of my blade. You'll see some dark spots in there. I'm literally just flicking out the corner of the blade just to make those dark spots go away. I wasn't able to clean it up all with the corner, so I'm gonna go in with my one guard all the way open. This is very important, all the way open. Just kind of taking out as much dark spots and as much bulk as possible just to make that transition look a little bit better. The next technique I'm about to do is the raking method. It's basically used to comb the hair and cut all the stragglers out the way, just so everything is all straightened out when you line it up. And for this part, I gotta zoom in. It's the best part, I ain't gonna lie. It's so satisfying, man. Just put that line in. Make sure you don't push it back. And just go as straight as possible. And make sure your client doesn't move like my client. But yeah, all just aside, this my boy. He know I love him, man. He was just arguing with his brother that day, talking about who had more facial hair and shit. That shit was so funny, man. But back to business, man. Make sure in these areas you're not pressing down hard at all. I'm like barely tapping. For some reason, this is the most sensitive spot on the head. Like you will slice people up and they will never come back to you if you feel me, if you use too much pressure back here. So make sure you're barely tapping it, barely tapping it. And then make sure when you're taking out the stubble right here, you flip the trimmer around, because if not, you're going to leave it red because it's real sensitive skin back here. Now, what you do to one side, you're going to do to the other side, and you're going to end up with something like that. Now, with the second best part, in my opinion, the lineup, man. So first thing you want to do, you want to grab your one guard lever close. Especially, well, if they have a tapered hairline like this, then you want to grab a one guard lever close and basically just knock all that bulk down, man. Knock it down, knock it down. Now I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to kind of rake the hairline with a lever open, no guard, just to make sure everything's even and there's no standing up hairs and stuff like that. All right, now lock in with me now. I'm going to grab my Got2b glue, bro, and I'm going to spray a light coating. Now grab your blow dryer and a brush if you have a blow dryer, and just blow dry it and make sure everything is going in the same direction. That way you can get as sharp as a hairline as you can. Now I like to start from the center of the hairline without pushing it back. Emphasis on that. And go towards the edges. If you do not see hair on the edges, still line it up like it's hair right there, because you want it as straight as possible. You don't want to push back the edges because a lot of people have light edges. What I'm basically trying to say is that you may not see hair there, but it still is. It's really light. Once you find your line, you want to always look at it from different perspectives. Like look at it from the mirror, maybe go behind them and look at it from that angle from the mirror. And just try to look at as many perspectives as you can, because it might seem straight in your perspective, but in another perspective, it might look crooked. So make sure it's straight in all perspectives. Right now, I'm matching the right side of that C cup to the left side. Even though I already did it, I'm just making sure it's all matched up again. Just like anything else, you want to do your sidebars, but make sure you don't push it back at all. Usually the sidebars line up with the end of the eyebrow, so that's a good little reference point for y'all. See what I'm saying? And you want to make it as close as a 90-degree angle as you can, just to make sure it looks real sharp and crispy, man. Now I'm about to go with my Tune 45 no drip spray. Make sure you get the dark brown. It looks the most natural to me. If you get the onyx black, it's gonna look like some paint. I ain't gonna lie to you. So put a light coloring on the hairline with the little utensil I have. By the way, all the equipment that I use will be in the description down below, so go ahead and check that out when you're done with the video. As you can see, it barely looks like I have enhancements on it. That's the natural look you're looking for. You don't want to put too much to where it looks like it's paint dripping down his forehead, and you want to put too little to where it looks like, you know, nothing. Just do the perfect amount to make it look natural and enhance at the same time. And let me know down in the comment section if y'all mess with enhancements or not. Now to make it look more of a natural hair look, you want to throw some topic hair fibers over the top of the spray, just so it doesn't have that shine over it, and it fills in all those gaps too. And all I'm gonna do is line it up again, man. This is why my haircuts be looking so sharp, because I line it up about 2, 3, 4 times, man. If you can line the haircut up without pushing it back more than once, do it, bro. Do it. Because the more you do it, the more sharper it'll look and the more cleaner and more compliments they'll get outside of your chair, bro. And this is a little extra service I offer. I do a little shape up of the eyebrows too. You feel me? Just, you know, because nobody doing that for real. Next, I'm going to throw a light line of chalk on there because, you know, that makes the hairline pop a lot more. I don't care what nobody say for real. And my clients mess with it, so we're going to keep doing that until they stop. See? He's saying damn right there. By the way, I only use tan chalk. Tan chalk looks way more natural. In my opinion, white chalk just looks like a crackhead sneezed on your forehead or something. I don't know. But as you can see, I'm lining it up again, bro. I'm going to line that chalk up just to blend it out a little bit before I razor it down. And the razor going to be our last step before alcohol, man. And like I said before, we're going to use this razor to get that hairline as sharp as it can be. This also helps the hairline last a little bit longer, just to the sole fact that it gets the hair as close to the skin as possible. And now you guys know how to do a mid taper. Make sure if it's your first time, try it on yourself before you try it on somebody else, before you mess somebody up like me. I learned the hard way, man. So hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. And subscribe, like, comment. And if you like this video and found it helpful, turn them post notifications on, because I'll be posting more content just like this in the future. So y'all stay tuned for that, man.
She tryna eat